why create a channel around debatably one of the most grey, dull, boring words in the English language? And I'd agree with you that it's boring, in the same way that breathing in and out is monotonous, or having gets repetitive. But similarly to breathing or shitting, if you avoid finance for too long, the quality of your life starts to deteriorate pretty bloody rapidly. There is an epidemic of mental health impact caused by financially driven stress, and the real focus of this channel, to highlight and target it. The issue is also crystal clearly getting worse, as it is having a greater and greater impact on younger and younger people. There's really no blame or shame in avoiding finance. It's an understandable way to avoid stress. But unlike the boiled frog in the water that's slowly heated up, let's make a change before we reach that point. But firstly, breathe. It's all okay, and it will be okay. Life is hard, but like an erection, that's what gives it joy and meaning. And speaking of, let's inject some Viagra into this limp cucumber that is finance. Rather than attempting to learn the impact of all the individual rules and legislation, it's instead worth considering what the impact is from an overall, holistic, quality of life perspective. Our real aim is to take you from associating it with these words to these words. Finance is simply the flows of wealth that take place between people, personal finance, businesses, corporate finance, and governments, public finance. Finance studies how to channel funds from one to another. This is effectively 6 channels. Governments and corporations have become pretty hot at maximising their inflows. The average person, less so. And this is effectively the bit that people say should be taught in school. And if I was a cynical person, oh wait, I am one of those, I might say that there's a little conflict of interest if the institution who's responsible for financial rules is also responsible for financial education. God forbid people might learn they can pay less tax, or invest effectively, or not have to give up 40 years of work for a chance of a state pension. And that's where this channel comes in. We aim to turn the interrogation spotlight onto the ridiculous and the unfair, creating a spark that lights the firework up your rusty sheriff's badge that launches you into a state of confidence where you just know that you can take control of your own future quality of life through personal finance. Side thought, did you know Monopoly has been played by more than 1 billion people? Which is odd, as it's basically a depressingly realistic simulator of society. The luckier you get at the start, the better your odds of not drowning in rent are. Occasionally you might get a break, more often if you're qualified to win a beauty contest, but eventually those that hoard the most property bankrupt everyone else who's just trying to have some fun. Also, where the Fleet Street is all that free parking? Anyway, in summary, there's only really 3 ways to drastically impact your financial situation. Option 1, spend money to make money, which requires you already have money. Option 2, luck. And option 3, education, which is what we are attempting to Trojan horse in under the guise of crude analogies and debatable graphics. Ultimately, financial stress, the shackling to it or freedom from it, starts with a mindset. Small changes compound quickly, and futility can quickly be replaced by a new hope. We don't care if your passion is midget tossing, softcore fencing, or speed taxidermy. We only want you to know that if you don't fear finance, you can embrace doing the things that you love. You bloody weirdo.